Puts this one into play and a little light single into left field. So the first two base runners, or batters rather, aboard. And delivers the pitch. Puts this one high into the air, popped up into center field. Coming in to get it is Briley St. Clair, and that's one down for her senior season. And Wesley gets Erickson, and to the second baseman, Nadia Barbary. And Barbary, the true freshman, bobbled it. She taps her chest and says, "My bad." For Oklahoma in the top half of the first inning, Riley Boone pops it up over to second base, and Aspen Wesley able to get out of the jam. We're a throwback player as well back in your day.
I appreciate that. I will take that compliment, Tiffany. Ball's bread and butter. She loves to throw that ball away.
And Macy Graff taking off, and she slides under the tag safely at second base. She got aboard.
Briley St. Clair showing the bunt, but as soon as Kinsey Hansen
and strikes out St. Clair. Things can be great, but also there's also this kind of feeling of how do you balance all of that in your sophomore season, as nearly a great play made from the second baseman, Lilio, but she drops it. And runners at the corners now. She stands in. Gets the end of the bat on that one, popped up on the infield, and it's two down. And draws the walk. Or do they say, yeah, okay, she's going to first. And gets the strikeout, gets out of the jam, and you see the emotion. I know she does. Meanwhile, starting things off in the second inning, Alana Torres, first pitch swinging single to left.
Reason for why we've seen a jump in her power numbers since her time at Oklahoma.
Brito gets that one just over the head of the second baseman, Nadia Barbary.
Seeing not just what Jordy Ball can do in the circle, but offensively this season.
Ball punches that one through the 5-6 hole, and the runner holds at third base, but they're juiced for the top of the order with Jada Coleman.
That's one more batter that has an additional plate appearance.
Chop that one through the middle. One run comes across, another one slides in, and it's a 2-0 ball game.
For this pitch to drive it straight back up the middle. She has such good body awareness. That pitch up in the zone, but she takes her barrel, gets on top of it, and a ground ball right back up the middle. Briley St. Clair trying to make a play on it.
And this one, wild pitch gets past McKenna, and another run in. Jordy Ball makes it 3-0 Oklahoma.
This pitch just falling out of the hand of Aspen Wesley, and Jackie McKenna not able to come up in front again. It's
position for Tiare Jennings with Jada Coleman, and this one another single, so continuing to rack up the base hits, and runners back at the corners for the Sooners.
Round. Macy Graff over at third base tries to get up and get it again. Another ball that's just deflecting off of the glove have in the preseason that you want to take with you down the stretch of season.
This one pulled by Haley Lee going all the way to the fence, pops off. Two more runs come in to score, and an RBI double. Alluded to it before, Madison, the fact that last year they played in the regionals, and there the indecision in the infield. Again, plays that you have to have. Those little things.
Tipping off at the edge of the glove have made the difference.
First pitch swinging from Alina Torres, who started off this ball game with, or rather this inning, with a single, and there is able to bring home Kinsey Hansen.
Coming into these at-bats is waste no time. Go after the very first pitch that you see. Both at-bats in this inning, she swung at the first pitch. The first one off of Aspen Wesley, this one off of Kenley Hawk, and she just gets enough of it, who's ultimately led to that win for Oklahoma.
Brito lifts this one into left field, going, it's over the fence and out of here. A 2-run shot for Alyssa Brito.
To use her legs in her swing. Look at that high leg kick, but she's balanced and she uses the back leg to drive against the front. Such a sweet swing, so powerful. She even mishits that one just a bit underneath by Brito.
This one lifted into left field, off the wall, and Jordy Bahl with her speed, a stand-up double.
Time running around the bases. We're seeing that pop out of her bat too, driving it all the way out to the wall in left field, past the glove of Chloe Mala'ulu.
This one put into play over to second base. Barbary handles it, and that ends the inning.
It comes to mind, and I think the Tennessee softball team busted out their Summit blue jerseys this weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Type of grind in the Southeastern Conference. Ball raised into the outfield and 2 down.
Hitter in home runs in the SEC.
That one looked like that hitter, but she was just trying to protect herself in the process, and that does it. Sanders over to short, the long throw to first base, and got her in time. Madison Kennedy
on a complete staff of arms and not just one pitcher that you throw out there every single day.
And that does it, ends the... And the leadoff walk.
Just trying to get wherever they could to get a glimpse of this Bulldogs team. Those are the types of things that really excite me, and not just here in Starkville or just
of Love's Field. Coach Gasso was telling us he is going to take up 4 blocks now. Bases loaded. Uh-oh, wait a minute, coming home and taking advantage of that base hit. Macy Graff, you love the aggressive
inning, and she does a great job of reading this ball off of second base. A sweet swing by Chloe Mala'ulu out to center field. Jada Coleman gets it in.
Cook, one of the best 2-strike hitters for Mississippi State, and she delivers with the base hit to left, and bases juiced. And now Starocco trying to work out of the jam that was created here in the third, and gets past the shortstop, and another runner comes in to score. Briley St. Clair plates the second run of the game. Another great pitch by Starocco. So 2. Little check swing there from Kennedy coming in, charging, and the great play made by the third baseman, and that ends the inning. Signal looks to the wristband. The pitch. Coleman lifts this one into left center gap, and no one's going to get to it. Finally, Chloe Mala'ulu comes up with it, but the stand-up double with 1 out.
That's the goal for all of these players, is to get those wins.
That one hanging up there, and this one flied out to right field, and that ends the inning. And the Aggies were able to win that one as Riley Hull leads off. Pops this one up, gets underneath it, and 2 down.
Didn't have that written down in my scouting report, Tiffany.
Yeah. And once again, the second baseman, Avery Hodge, all-SEC performer a season ago, and commits there. And Starocco gets the strikeout to
Ishin that's on this Oklahoma team. But it's that competition that fuels them. But if I knew that it was pretty much guaranteed I was going to see one at bat, I was sitting it for sure.
Trying to turn the double play, unable to do so, but gets 1 down.
Our great camera crew, they spotted him out.
Yeah, right back to Fa'apito, trying to get the run down, and does so, and is able to tag Grace Green. This pitch to Paige Cook, full count, and Starocco registers another strikeout for we eat dinner. Kirsten Landers sends this one out to left field, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Sooners. With you. And Fa'apito, who's in the circle, also leading things off at the plate. First pitch swinging, grounds out to short. Start off this ball game. And the strikeout to Madison Kennedy. The 1-2 to Hull. Pulls it. And they're going to say it's a fair ball down the right field line. And Hull is in with a 2-out double. The 1-2. And gets the strikeout to end the inning. So last inning in relief. And first pitch swinging over the head of the right fielder, Kirsten Landers. And Sophia Nugent has a stand-up double.
Inning after inning, nibble at the corners and see if you can get some easy outs.
This went over to the second baseman, and Nadia Barbary makes Texas. And chops away at that one, slaps away at it rather, and out at first base. Runs. St. Clair trying to find any way on base, left that one in the air too long, and Brito is there to collect out number 1 in foul territory. Malulu sends this one to right at the edge of the grass.
Trying to stop her from rounding third.
Paige Cook lifts this one into center field, and it's out of here. Paige Cook with the home run with 2 outs. That's her 3rd of the season. This one high inside, and this is not the out. The final out of the game. Why? Because there was some confusion in the outfield for the Sooners, and so the Bulldogs continue. Is able to get on base here for Mississippi State. Things continue to remain interesting. I think you also looked up the longest game in non-conference for the Bulldogs, and we're closing in on that.
Thank you to Mississippi State's SID, Brian.
And that does it. Ball game over. Top-ranked Oklahoma Sooners walk away with a